Hey, for some reason, I've been thinking a lot lately about the 1948 Berlin blockade and then the ensuing year-long Berlin airlift. I don't know why. So if you don't remember from your US or world history class, in 1948, the Soviet Union blockaded West Berlin. So we have to remember that in the wake of World War II, the Allies essentially split Germany in half, East and West. But the capital city of Berlin, which is deep in the heart of East Germany, was too valuable for the Western Allies to give up. And so they also split the city of Berlin into East and West. And what that meant was that West Berlin was now this weird little island that was technically part of West Germany. It was supported by the US, France, and Britain, surrounded by the Soviet satellite. In 1948, the Soviets blockaded the city of West Berlin, basically closing off all access and making them totally isolated from the rest of the world. So aid couldn't go in, people couldn't go in or leave, nothing. This was over an economic issue about the introduction of the Deutschmark in West Berlin, but that's not really the point of our story. And how did the West respond? How did the US specifically respond? Well, with this really badass thing called the Berlin Airlift. For 15 months, the US and British Air Force flew 250,000 times over West Berlin, dropping necessities like fuel and food. At the peak, they were delivering about 13,000 tons of supplies every single day. The people of West Berlin were able to kind of survive the blockade, and it worked. After 15 months, the Soviet Union withdrew the blockade and withdrew their demands. And the city of West Berlin was relatively safe and secure for the next 40 years of the Cold War, even though it was surrounded by a hostile state, because the world understood that its allies, in this case the US, Britain, and France, would step in if necessary and would not allow that small, isolated state to be conquered or absorbed by the Soviet Union.